Baby. You see that shit?
And we are live. Yes, I see it baby here. And welcome to Talk Black, Unfiltered, alias BLK.
Hey.
And this is your girl, Fineapple Kouassi with
Miss Cakes.
Yeah, you know what to do. And you know we're here to have those intentional, unintentional conversations about life. Your favorite classy, raunchy, bougie, ghetto.
Professional. And non-professional.
Very unprofessional at times.
Yes.
Here for another one.
That's us. All right.
And before we get started and get into the episode, we want to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Kouassi Kustoms, your favorite craft shop, and Miss Eddie's, your favorite dessert shop, located out here in SD. And no, we ain't got these on the website of Kouassi Kustoms, but if you want it, I can get it. Anyways, be sure you subscribe. Add us on all podcast streaming now.
Yes, please do, especially if you really fuck with us.
Yeah, dang, she don't scare me. But yeah, no, she right. If you rock with us, subscribe, like, follow us on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and no, we don't have Twitter. We'll work on that soon, okay?
Twitter? No Twitter at this time. Sorry.
But you can also slide us a text message, at 619-356-1029. Slide us a text message.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let's start off. Okay. How was your week? Tell me a little bit how this week went.
This week was interesting.
Was it?
It was interesting.
Yes, I had an interesting week too. Tell me all about it.
Well, since your girl got let go from the corporate trap, the corporate plantation, and whatnot, I've been busy working. Even before then, been busy working on my business. Yes, the CEO here of Kouassi Kustoms. So the good news is that my trademark application finally got approved after being sent back to me like, I don't even know. I just lost count, girl. I lost count of how many times they sent that thing back to me. But I was happy that finally got, approved. Yeah, and then another thing, my uncle called me. When my Tom called me, he was like, I seen your post on Facebook and everything. I'm just so proud of you, and your dad would have been so proud of you, and you've come a long way, and keep going. Don't give up on your business and what you're doing. Aww. And he's just like, wow, like, I'm just so happy. He's just like, keep going. And I was just like, oh, thank you, Uncle. Like, that really have made my week.
I know, it'd be like things like that are really are touching.
Yeah, because I was feeling like so boo-boo and like, damn, like not feeling boo-boo, but like kind of like, like limbo, like a little stress, feeling the pressure.
Or a little low.
Yeah, a little low. Because like, got a lot going on. Life, a lot of transitioning, a lot of things that I have to figure out. But I'm proud of myself by being consistent more with my journaling and my manifestation and like really getting my calm and my balance. So,
you already done manifested a couple things first.
Oh, girl,
to go into that.
Yes, and you've been manifesting things into formation for me too.
Oh goodness.
Shoot, stuff. Oh, but no, like it's So those are like really been good wins, and I'm just continuing to stay focused and work on my business stuff. And what else? What did I've just been working hard on just other stuff, like more of like. So I did not yet register to take my insurance agent exam.
Accountability time. It's okay.
I haven't done that yet.
These fucking weeks be flying by.
Man, because I got kicked off the course and I need to call this show. And then he's like, don't. I was like, yo, you gotta pay to like study. Like, dang, this is reminding me of like grad school and everything else. Like,
you gotta pay to study.
Yeah, so I was like, bro, and he's like, don't pay. Call the people in the morning. So, because he was like, you know, he told me some thing. I was like, fine. He's like, I'm gonna have Kelly or whoever the heck he said he was gonna do. Baby didn't do
Kelly.
it. He over here says, did you
Kelly
do it?
didn't
No, I
follow
didn't do
through.
it yet. I like
Kelly didn't follow through.
And I'm like, I don't want to. I like to study. I don't like to study, memorize to pass an exam. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is stuff that
you want to understand it.
I want to understand it, because a lot of people who don't understand their job, like, if I'm going to be telling someone about finance and trusting them, they're going to be trusting me financially, helping them make a life-changing decision by getting policies. I need to know what I'm talking about. Not only for that, I'm lacing myself. Like, this is an investment. And everything I've been learning about money, I'm just like, yo.
You already are really, you know, kind of late.
Because when he came at me, he was like, you already know. And that's why he encouraged me. I was like, fine. Know. That's why he's like, you know, my financial advisor. So I was like, man, but I don't want, he's like, just do it. So I've just been working on that slowly. You know, like, that's just, because I'm just like, you know, I've been like really passionate about my long-term care stuff. So you already know everything that I've been working on. We're not going to get into that because I don't want to. Another time, okay? Another time, okay, listeners. But anyways, so yeah, so I've just been moving and grooving. So I really want to get on that, because that's also, I'm like, yo, I need the course back. So I'm working on getting the course back, because I was like, I don't want to pay every time to take this test. If I take this test, I want to pass the first time.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I want to remember and know and comprehend everything.
Is it one of those tests where if you don't pass it, you don't get to like retake it without paying?
Yes, and that's why I'm like, yeah, no, bro, like,
pass it.
That's why I'm like, that shit. I need to study.
Stop. We over here with the flashcards.
No, you just been. No, I'm not memorizing. No, I want to study. I want to read. I want to take my notes. Like, I didn't got degrees in cert. I know what I need to do. I got ADD. I'm special. I got extra procedures, cautions, notes, color tab. Bro, don't mess with me. Just let me be, please. And another failure is I didn't work out all week.
No.
And I've been eating sweets.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
but I've been drinking my water.
Cake scraps, not too. What?
Why you
seconds ago?
Why you skinny shit, bruh?
So, ooh, what's that?
Man, that strawberry lemon, though. That strawberry lemon was hit. I was like, what's that? Oh, that's what I'm
yeah. They got that for a baby shower today.
Yes, but no.
Ooh, okay.
That's
right.
Okay,
okay. So no. Okay, so you didn't work out this week. Let's talk about my fucking week.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how I went. I returned to the fucking gym on Thursday. And let's start it off. My win for the week is that I showed up.
Yes, she was responsible.
And this bitch didn't show up. All right. So she ditched me. I call her, right? I'm finally there on time. Right.
Oh, you was on time. Yeah, she was
on time.
Early.
I get there, I call you and I said, what you tell me?
I just woke up.
I said, you on your way? She said, probably not. Like, bitch, I was talking to you 2 hours ago. Bitch, you telling me probably not. Oh, I just woke up.
Shoot.
Bitch, I said, get up and get the fuck dressed, bitch. You still got time to get down here. She gonna tell me, yeah, like she finna do it.
I did.
No,
I was contemplating.
You did it.
My parents already made there.
No,
I was just like, Canada, I made it to the couch.
Canada came up to me and was like, are we waiting for Amir? What's going on? You get ditched? I was like, listen, I said, she said she's coming, but she ain't coming.
You told her? How dare you not come?
She said she coming, she ain't coming, but you ain't come. Right? Let's fast forward.
I was gonna tell him that.
Let's fast forward, okay?
Oh God.
But you wasn't there, so guess what happened to me?
What happened? You was taxed for me not showing up.
Oh my gosh. I made it through maybe like what?
High knees.
Like the first set of like high knees and all this cardio shit outside.
Ooh.
Then he makes me come inside and there's all kinds of people inside. And let's not forget, this is my first time returning in like 2 weeks, right? He got me doing fucking slings and fucking with kettlebells and fucking jump squats and fucking arm shit. Not, girl, by the second thing, I was like, hold on. I was like, hold on.
Was he like, go get some water? Go get some water.
Nobody knows. Well, yeah, because he could tell I was like, you know what I mean? But he couldn't tell that I was about to pass the fuck out.
He didn't come be like, oh,
No,
here's a 5 pound.
I was fucked up, okay? I was so fucked up that I had to go sit on them little things that make us fucking jump up on, girl.
Oh, you went down on the.
Girl, I had to go sit on that in the fucking corner. Nobody else could fucking see me.
Damn,
girl, I was so fucked up. I'm sitting there telling myself, don't pass out. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't pass out. Don't pass out, right? I'm looking at the door. This big ass wide open door, and I'm looking at it like, oh, I wish I could make it over there. I couldn't even make it to the door. I was so fucked up. So I finally got so fucked up that I didn't want to fall over. I didn't want to fall over.
This is how funny. It's fucked up. Don't laugh.
I didn't want to fall over if I did pass out, right? Because that's how bad. Like I wasn't able to like regulate, right? So I laid down. So I laid down on the little fucking square, and as soon as I laid down, I started feeling better, right?
You was feeling like dizzy, like your equilibrium was off.
Not like dizzy, but like I wasn't getting like the oxygen that I needed.
Okay.
Yeah, to where I just felt like I was gonna pass out. It was weird. It hasn't happened to me since Oakland. That's a whole nother story. Okay, so but look, so I'm sitting there laying there, girl. 10 minutes go by. 10 motherfucking minutes go by.
Check on you. Is it dark over in that alley and stuff?
No, I was inside.
You was inside, but still.
Girl, Canada come creeping up talking about, oh, I was wondering where you went. I was like, I'm fucked up.
That's what you told me?
I felt fucked up. I'm fucking tired. And
he was like, oh,
he just took my look at me. He was like, I was like, I'm out of here. That's when I called you. I was like, bitch, I'm fucked up. Fuck you for ditching me.
Man, you didn't ditch me. Well, no, you had legitimate reason now.
Oh goodness, gosh.
It's okay. We're gonna make up for it. Like,
I was fucked up.
We're gonna make up for it.
And then I came home and I just chilled out for the night, but I was fucked up. I would have been so embarrassed if I would have just fell the fuck out.
No, they would have been rushing.
And I had these other females like sitting there in front of me talking to Canada while I'm fucking working out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. They don't.
I was like, y'all just go ahead and entertain
warrior status.
That
I'm like, oh well.
So I go over here and pass the fuck out.
In there,
I ain't even fucking down. It's so
I know, it's forever.
I was like, nigga, I could have been dead. Y'all should have called the ambulance or some shit. But no, but as soon as I laid down, I started feeling better. So but it was fucked up.
But at least
it was like way embarrassing.
No, it's not embarrassing considering what you just been through, what you came back from, and it's been 2 weeks. Like, girl, forget the people. That's all we like going there because we be looking busted. We don't care. We're going there to work out.
Girl, I was fucked up. And everybody in their mama
this is a walk. This is an off day, okay? People just carry on. Carry on. It's an off day.
It was a real off day.
It's an off day.
It was a real
not like
off
this.
day.
We'll get it together, carry on.
I thought, you know what I mean? But I've struggled through his workouts before.
Because they be wanting to do that cardio, and I be looking at that.
The whole
like, you getting on my nerves.
Like the whole time. Like, why the fuck you doing cardio the whole time?
The things you don't want to do. Damn right you are.
So make sure you make
I'm like, you're not even training us. They're talking about, oh, make sure they do cardio. No. Can you stand there? He's training today. We're gonna do cardio.
Okay, so that's how the fuck I felt on fucking Thursday.
But he had me doing that on Thursday too. He had me doing high knees, burpees, jumping jacks to squats or something.
Yeah.
Then he had me doing the
girl, too much.
Kettle swing.
Now he's really gonna feel bad for me. He already was feeling bad for me the other time. He'd be like, no, you don't have to do that. But I'd be like, fuck you, I can do it.
And she was like, oh. Let me get that. Let me get that other one.
Let me get that one that you recommended the first time. Oh shit! Yeah, no, he be feeling bad for me
man.
though. He be trying to take me down. He really take me down. I'm like,
They're gonna ask you, you all right? You all right?
I'm like, nah.
You all right? You all right?
Nah.
You all right? You all right?
Ashley, you got this. You got this.
Pick it up, man. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm
Y'all
like,
rough on me?
yeah,
Oh,
bitch,
add more,
yeah,
add 5 more
bitch.
calories.
But yeah, so that was like the, I don't know, I guess I can't really call it the highlight of my week, but when I look back on it, it's kind of funny.
It is because you ain't worked out in 2 weeks. You've been drinking soda. You've been
Shut the fuck up. No, bitch, I know you didn't just fucking out me like that.
Didn't you just
And you
snitch and
know-
say I was eating Miss Eddie's treats, grassroots shit? You just
But
snitched
that's
on
why
me
I got
first.
a soda, and you sitting here telling on me right after I just complained about doing cardio, and you know these niggas is probably gonna be watching this shit.
But how many
Fuck
sodas?
you.
Didn't he say you can have
If
one
I
soda a week?
gotta do extra laps, but you doing extra laps too because you have wine and it's not a holiday. Okay, bitch. So why you over there snitching on me? All right,
shoot.
man.
Oh,
All right, girl.
shit.
Social
What
media
else
this
happened?
week. Social media this week.
No, wait.
What?
Oh, okay. So that was your accountability, your win for the week is that you went back to the gym.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's all you want to share with us?
Yep.
Okay.
God got my ass back in the motherfucking gym for 25 minutes.
Big baby, Miss Cakes, back in the gym, everybody.
But yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday. But yeah. Okay, so
Social media.
I
you was
wanted
about
to talk
say
to you. Yeah,
was
social
in
media
trouble.
this week, girl. Like you say, you was in
Someone
trouble.
please call 911. Yeah. Girl, you can't, you stay.
You know what?
In the
I don't know why.
You always talk I don't know why.
I don't know why there's always such a fucking double standard for shit. Okay, but I'm not going to go into that. This is what I want to go into.
Okay, going.
This is what I kind of posted about. Kind of like some of the shit that I was dealing with last week. I'm still fucking dealing with the same shit this week. Okay, but I wanted to focus on like the idea of like relationships, right? Levels, right? There's levels to this shit, right?
Levels to this shit. Levels.
So when you're in like a relationship, like what are the expectations? Like what are the levels, right? And how are you supposed to know like when you're advancing and when you're supposed to like take somebody serious from like talking to like now you're like dating and now you're like in a relationship? Because like some of these niggas these days be like, oh, you're supposed to feel the vibe, right? So I had posted some shit and I was basically saying like men 99% of the time are the ones that are like deciding when we become like a, you know, like a serious like committed relationship. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right. Okay, let's just start there. Do you feel like that's accurate?
What do you mean, the man solidified? Or the man?
Like a lot of the time us females are just like sitting there kind of just like waiting. Like when he's ready, I'm ready. You know what I mean? When he wants to make this
For the
half the
yeah.
time bitches be pushing the issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the other half the time, the female, if she's not pushing the issue, then she's waiting for him to kind of take the lead in that regard.
I agree.
Even if she's asking about
I
it,
agree.
she's still like, nigga, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Because a woman wants
That's what she
assurance.
wants. Yeah, and she wants him to be
assurance.
like, I want to be in a relationship with you. We want him to lead with that.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, so in my opinion, 99% of the time, right? The man in the situation is usually the one who kind of makes that decision to take it to the next level. So he decides kind of when do we stop just talking and FaceTiming? And when do I take this woman on a date? You know what I'm saying?
Ninja
Or like,
tells you he needs to move.
but that's
It's
what I'm
the
saying. He
man.
makes that decision,
He
right?
makes that decision.
Okay, so right, so statement.
But
proven.
at the same time, well, it's like conversation needs to be had because these men, they kind of slow. They real slow sometimes, and they expect you to like just sit around and wait forever. So a conversation needs to be had about expectations.
That's my problem. That's my whole motherfucking problem.
Okay, so how long, baby, do you usually take before you know you committed? Like, how long do you like to usually date the person? I need to know. Like, let's talk about these timelines and expectations.
So that's exactly what I'm kind of talking about, right? So at what point do you go from just talking, right, to dating? To like, usually it's the man that kind of, decides when we kind of advance in that regard, right? So we're in agreement about that.
Right.
So that was the first part of the post. So the other part,
what does the post say?
So the other part of the post was, you want me to read it?
Yes, post it today. Let's let our.
Well, I can't read it because my
phone. Yeah, I can read it.
Okay,
Where's
so you
that?
can pull it up. But let me explain. So the other part of the post had to do with the idea that if you're the man and you're in control to begin with, okay, and you're deciding not to make this woman yours, right? Because you've decided to just keep talking. Yes, the audacity.
Okay, pause.
You want me to read it, or you gonna read it with the right oomph, or you got it? You got it? No, go ahead, read it.
Okay. It says that audacity of you niggas, men, males, whatever the fuck y'all want to call yourselves. Emojis, rolling your eyes, crying, whining, eye roll. Did you know that 99% of the time when dating, y'all control the level of the relationship that you have with a woman of interest?
Right?
Say that shit.
Okay, so we've established that part, right?
Emoji. Wait. So if you want to just talk to her for months, not making any moves, don't get mad when she entertains other options until she sees it fit. She's single till she's not.
I mean,
my head.
Right?
Emoji.
I mean, right. So I had a couple of people
hashtag do better.
Hashtag do better. So I had a couple of people chime in,
Yeah, I see this.
One person who I had to turn his comments off because he wasn't being nice to me that day.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm reading. Oh,
right. Okay. So, but other people chimed in and was like, well, that's a two-way street, right? And that's what I thought. I thought that shit was a motherfucking two-way street.
Someone said, who's this guy? Sorry. I'm just not reading the comments.
Okay. So is it, or so the idea that, okay, you make the decision when we move forward. Mm-hmm. You have not decided for us to move forward, right? So why do you expect me to just entertain you?
Yeah, that's a high expectation.
And why is that standard applied to women? And why the fuck are we complying with that standard? Because I don't get it. I really don't get it. Bitch, if he don't want you all to himself, that's fine. Bye. Or even if it's not bye, hi. I'll see you when I see you, nigga, and I'll see whoever the fuck else I want to see when I want to see them.
Double standard. But you said you didn't want to get into that.
Well, okay, so that's the double standard. That's not okay. Okay, and the situation that made me post this, it doesn't necessarily fit the situation because this person was kind of like, oh, we're talking, but I don't want you to talk to nobody, even, because I'm not talking to nobody. And it was kind of like, I get it, right? We got a good vibe going. But like, if we're just talking, why are you mad at me because I'm talking to other people and we're just talking? Why is it not okay that I talk to other people when we're just talking?
That's why when I be talking to people, when I start talking to them, I'll be asking them straight out the gates. Like, I just be asking questions like that. Like, okay, well, what's your expectations? Like, like when you're talking to someone, I'll be asking them. And guys be, like I told you last time, a lot of them say that same stuff. And I'll be like, well, maybe we're not going to work. Or I don't know. Because I'm gonna continue to talk to who I would like to until the man pursues me and lets me know that he exclusively wants to talk to me, because I know that you're doing the same. But
even then, like, exactly, and that has to be a conversation. That has to be like established. That's not like I'm not gonna just cut off all my situations just because.
you're asking for a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
I mean, if you like somebody, like, I get it, because I like this
You have to
person
do more than like
who's asking this of me. But at the same time, it's like, well, what if things don't work out? I'm gonna like just dismiss certain situations.
You gonna be
I mean,
dry,
you know
like,
me,
mad, like, man,
I can recoup real easily, but at the same time, it's still like
I don't like getting to know a whole bunch of people at one time, because it takes work when you're trying to get to know people. Because I genuinely try to get to know people, so
I only like to take somebody,
I don't
like,
like to do it to me.
Yeah, as far as taking somebody serious.
Yeah.
I mean, but I could juggle. I could juggle.
Can you? Can you? Because the last time I recall,
I'm just saying. I mean, as far as taking somebody serious and having like serious feelings for somebody, I choose to have like one of those at a time.
yeah. No, we can't be talking too serious, especially with like, no.
As far as like, you know, like a fuck boy, you know what I mean? Somebody that I'm just, you know, fucking with, like, I might have more than one of those at a time, depending on the situation and timelines and shit, you know? So, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But okay, but the point of the freaking post was like, when you're talking to somebody, how do you put that standard on somebody? And you haven't even shown that you're serious, right?
Because people are selfish.
Or how do you fault them? You know,
people are selfish, and a lot of men, I feel, don't encounter enough women that call them on their bullshit. You know what I mean? Or fall in or fall for their bullshit.
Well, and I also think that it has to do with like,
because some men like to be in control, and when they can't get that off GP, like maybe they're used to, like, I look at it too, like sometimes some men are used to those women who, if they said they don't like XYZ, they're just like, okay. Those hoes could be like, I don't know, but then some females
just
are
complying
and like, yeah, complying, or highly likely maybe they're lying about what they're doing, but there are some females like that.
Well, see, that's the part that got me fucked up to begin with, was being honest to begin with. But at the same time, I'm glad, I'm happy that it happened now.
I feel like when I'm honest, people, dudes have told me, like, you're too honest. And I'm like, so you want me to sit here and lie? And then I'm like, I can't lie.
Like, yeah. That's what they want. No, real shit. Real shit. That's what these motherfuckers want.
Like,
they
want, you like a liar.
Hey,
I don't like liars.
That's what they want us motherfuckers, females out here doing. They want us to be out here lying
because they can't handle the truth. And then they want a good woman that'll tell the truth and shit. And then when they got one, they want to treat you like,
or because you tell the truth, they try to label you as if you're not a good woman. You know what I mean? And not respect your honesty. And that's kind of the situation.
Yeah, and then play the double standard card. Because that happened to me. Like, okay, you pressuring me, you hassling me, on my head, asking me questions, basically wanting me to like confess and like be honest. And I'm just like, yeah, like, okay, I got friends, whatever. Only for you to sit here and deny, acting like, oh, you don't talk to nobody, you just such an angel, you this, you that. But my nigga, like, there's clear evidence that's saying that you're not. So why are you trying to like get at me? You know what I'm saying? For like telling you like, yeah, I'm dating other people, I talk to other people, but until a man commits to me and says, Amira, can we, date or talk exclusively, whatever the case may be, or whatever we choose to commit to, like, commit. But technically, I'm going to be single until I'm married. I'm single until married. By
Wait,
then
wait,
it'll
wait,
be a
wait. You're
significant.
single until married.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole nother motherfucking conversation.
Yeah, it is.
Unload that for me because okay, you're single until married. What the fuck does that mean? Explain that.
Like legally on legal documents, I'm single.
Okay.
That's how I look at it. And then,
but what about as far as your movement?
But then, as far as my movements, I mean, like, I still believe the same thing. But if I'm in a committed relationship, someone of like a significant, I'll be like, I'm in a committed, significant relationship or something like that. But legally, like, until I'm married and sign some documents, I'm single.
So does that? So okay.
Because that's how these dudes be looking at it. Like I told you, this. White.
They use that when they want to. Okay, they use it when they want to. Don't even get me started on that.
Man, he gonna say he said he gonna tell me I'm single in this country, bro. Married is married. If you still married, not divorced, it don't matter where you go, bro. You married.
Married.
You married. Period. Don't come at me with that. Oh, the people is switch my door. Okay, is it signed? I said, is it signed? Yeah, and you're still taking care of your wife. I know that culturally.
Okay. So here's the question: how do you feel about dating a man who is married?
I try to,
but not with the woman.
No.
Like they live in separate households.
No. No.
Really?
No. Been there, done that. Don't want no part. Cause it don't lead to nowhere. It's just messy. It's just just go figure that out. Like, nah. For me. I feel like it's just too many ties and tasks, and I also consider always like I'm not no homewrecker, you know.
No. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about a situation where they are separated, where they do not want to be together. They are already separated way before you ever came in the picture, but they are still married. But you can validate that relationship.
But I still feel
wait. I'm setting the motherfucking scene. Okay. You can validate that they're not together. Now they may be still in each other's lives because at the end of the day they're still married, right? To some degree, they still have some type of love and care for one another. But they're still married. Two different households. Everything's separate. He's dating, she's dating. Would you date that man?
No. I would fornicate with that man depending on how I was to him. Oh, let's get into the unfiltered section since I said fornicating.
Oh, goodness.
Kinky, unfiltered. And if you ain't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do subscribe. Add us on all streaming platforms and slide us a text message. That number is 619-356-1029. So, yes, I would fornicate with a married man in that situation, separated all that good stuff that you said. If I was highly attracted to him and the kitty was purring, but I would like
kitty was purring,
kitty purring,
but not a relationship.
Yeah, and
why not a relationship?
No, because I would not even consider or put a thought in my mind of relationship until I know papers are signed or divorced.
Damn.
Like I'm like that because I look at marriage as a contract like business. I have that mindset to where I'm just like, nah, bro, you still legally married to her. Like all the legal stuff that you probably tied to her bank. Like I'm thinking of that shit. Things happen to you. I don't even know bitch, I ain't got time for all that shit. Like, nah. Like I think of the legal ramifications to the shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think about you're still tied to her. You still have this connection. Not saying even if kids are involved, okay, there's always going to be that connection. But marriage is just something else. Because I feel like I understand that marriage takes time. I understand that shit takes money. But until you like tell me like divorce papers are signed, then maybe I'll consider that. But I would make sure that if I was in that situation, then they're gonna like, okay, I wouldn't like get too close. It'd be like I have sex buddy, you know what I'm saying? No one that I would consider being in a relationship with until they brought me proof that it was
So I kind of have a situation like that.
done. Finito, finito.
I kind of have a situation like that. But look, I'm in the same situation. I'm still technically married and I'm dating.
And then niggas act funny.
And I want somebody to still take me serious, even though I'm still technically married.
You know what? I don't know if I could say. I don't. Yeah, but I told you what you need to do.
Shut the fuck up! I didn't ask you that.
See,
I
I want to be on your side here,
shut the fuck
but
up!
I cannot.
You off topic. Shut the fuck
I
up!
cannot.
This is
But
off
I'm serious.
topic.
No.
Off topic.
But you are.
Off topic.
You say you want someone to take you seriously because you're in that situation. This is not off topic, my nigga. I told you what you need to do for a nigga to take you serious.
Listen, I have niggas that are taking me serious in that regard, that to where that's not an issue for them.
Every
We
dude
got other issues. We got other issues.
Every dude.
I'm just saying. So for me, like, I guess I'm more open and accepting to situations like that because I understand that you could be in a situation to where you're married to somebody and decide to leave that situation and fully heartedly like not want to go back to that situation, but still stay married for other reasons, whatever reasons they are. But my point is like, okay, so, and I just so happen to be talking to somebody who's in a similar situation. So, but the more I think about like a serious situation with this person, I do have to keep in mind his wife and my husband. As messy as that sounds, but listen, as messy as that sounds, I feel like if everybody kind of knows their place, like, what is the issue? Maybe one day it may
knows their
become an
place.
issue. Yeah. Okay.
Their place, like it's a fucking play.
I'm just saying, okay, look, check this out. Like, if I'm fucking with this nigga and like we're serious and we're in a serious relationship, like, nah, you can't come over and clean his house.
Why would she be coming to clean his nigga's house?
I'm just saying, sometimes, you know what I mean? Like,
I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
We take care of men that are in our
yeah.
lives.
No, you ain't cooking for him. You ain't cooking shit.
You ain't cooking shit. You ain't cooking no.
You
ain't cooking shit. You ain't cooking. Yeah, he ain't hungry.
I'm his dinner, his breakfast, his lunch, his dessert, everything he need, how?
Yeah, all of it, right? But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I feel like me personally, like I could still, like I could even like have a relationship with her. Like if it's a situation where they genuinely don't want to be together, right? And for whatever reason,
I don't care.
For most situations, when they're still married, usually it's for financial reasons. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So,
and that is one of the number one
as long as I'm good.
Why relationships don't freaking flock of work.
But that's
you got me over here cursing. I'm trying to stop
cursing messing
so
with a
much.
man who happens to still be
Like that's one of the
on
reasons
paperwork married.
That's one of the reasons because
I feel like I can handle that. Because at the end of the day, like until we're at a situation where we're talking about marriage within our own relationship between the two of us, if at all.
So you don't mind if he financially supports his ex-wife or
no, I don't mind. And you know why?
Even if they don't have children.
No, and I don't mind. And you know why?
Okay.
Well, especially it depends. It depends on the situation. If she's just like was she dependent on him before they separated? How long? You know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe this bitch need to get it, start working on a career or something. We got to put this bitch on a timeline. You know what I'm saying?
But why does there have to be stipulations to it? It's either a yes or no. I don't want no criteria, no scenario, no nothing.
If you got kids with a woman, that's completely
yes or
different.
No.
If you got kids with a woman, I feel like that is
because our GP, we're not talking. kids involved off GP? Yes, my nigga. Yes.
Okay.
But why no kids? None of that. Fucking
It depends.
a dog, lizards, snakes, cats. That frogs. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't count neither. Okay, to me. So now answer the question.
If you ain't got none of that shit, is it okay if he still financially takes care of her while we are in a relationship?
Yes.
If this nigga is balling and there's enough money to go around, why not?
Okay, that's fair. Even though I said no ramifications, just a clear.
I mean, if they're financially still tied together, then it is what it is.
Okay, that's fair. I won't make it go deeper because I mean, yeah, every situation, everything is circumstance.
Yeah. So yeah. I wouldn't. I mean, again, the only reason why I'm kind of more accepting of it,
but then I still feel like
because
that you still keeping in communication with your ex, and I'm not okay with the man that I want being friends with his ex. That's still communication. That's still like no. Don't you think? Don't you think that?
I don't think you should.
Don't you think that leaves
I don't think you should tell somebody
or window for a little creepy to creep up in that?
Listen.
What? What you don't? What?
Listen.
What?
At the end of the day, we are all grown. If I'm not with you, I'm not with you because I don't want to fucking be with you. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody finna tell me I can't talk to you. So I feel like you shouldn't tell somebody that they can't be friends with their ex. Like that, like to me, that just doesn't make any sense. So you're telling somebody not to do something.
I wouldn't tell nobody
that they don't want to do. How about if they don't want to be friends with their ex, they're not friends with their ex. If they want to be friends with their ex, they be friends with their ex. How about they have some self-respect and some respect for their spouse and not cross those lines? Now that doesn't mean that maybe like
you're a good one
that you're fucking talking to your ex every day and texting. No.
Talk to me. It's out. You're not gonna be buddy best friends.
No, you better be a solid ass nigga. I'm sorry, but I feel solid.
You ain't gonna be going.
I feel solid in any situation.
None of my ex situations or anybody.
Listen,
they're not gonna go for that.
No, I agree, and I have been in situations where my significant other is not accepting of that, and I will adapt to that. I'm fine with that because I think that it's important to have a balance in a relationship in that regard. But like I said, me personally, the way that I feel, if I was, in a relationship where a man just lets me operate however the fuck I want to operate, it would be a little bit different because I feel like if you're grown and you decide not to be with somebody, then you decide not to be with somebody for whatever reason. And we're grown. At the end of the day, like all of my exes, I don't want them.
Okay, speaking of exes, sorry, sidebar, I'm about to get sidetracked. I know this is random. But remember how in the last episode we were talking about my young sleuther days, how I did it in the stairwell.
Young sleuther. I wouldn't call it young sleuther.
I wasn't a
because
sleuther.
You were in a relationship.
I wasn't a sleuther, but the sleuther moment.
Just let's call
the
it
random, the adventurous moment.
Yes, adventurous.
Okay, I talked about because I'm not a sleuther. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
I mean, wait. Disclaimer.
What?
There's nothing wrong with being a sleuther.
Yeah, we love you too. Yeah, my best friend before my other best friend. Before I put her out my life.
I'm not talking about that type of sleuther. I'm talking about sleuther.
Okay. Cut, but not really uncut. Whatever.
Stop.
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna go. So I never told you. Back to my adventurous days. So, all right. And my youngin, early 19.
Okay.
Anyways, so I never told you that was smooch, right? Remember who smooches? I already told you who smooches.
Yes, I remember who smooches.
Bruh. So today, after I've slayed my hair, whatever. And I'm calling you like, why are you so damn late? Like, what's going on? Washing, I'm moving, and I'm grooving. And I have productive day. Doorbell ring. I'm like, this fucking UPS. I've been waiting on this fucking package to open the door. And Smooch talk about is asking for my mama. Is Hummingbird home?
No.
I open the door like, Hummingbird, nigga, what are you doing here? Yes, it was Smooch stairwell. My ex pulled up, girl. Pulled up.
Wait. This is very.
And
hold on.
Existence.
I am so thrown the fuck off.
You talking about manifesting? Look at everything. Just girl. You said his name. He pop up.
What do you want?
He's like, oh, I was just coming to tell her Happy New Year. Like, I didn't know if you was gonna be here. You know, you be way off. I thought she was gonna be way off. He said something all sarcastic and whatnot. And he's like, oh, how you doing? How you been? Happy New Year. Like,
This nigga trying to say he came over to see them. No, he didn't.
yes, he did, girl. Yes, he did. I was like,
Oh.
and then he's like, oh, you know. He was like, I wasn't sure if you still live here or whatever. And he was like, I don't have your number or you know. And I was
Of course
like,
you don't have my
okay. Of course, I said, yeah.
You didn't tell me this. Is this what you had to tell me?
Yes. And I was like, oh, I had a stalker. Yeah, this is my secret, y'all. I didn't tell her. Yeah, I'm telling y'all and her. So from the first episode.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was
Well,
so
you know
good.
what's
And
funny?
then no, but I feel like the only this is not their end. Let me finish Vintage. I feel like, okay, yes, he did come, maybe whatever. But then I just ran into him and he was telling me, I guess he told him that, oh, he was my baby daddy. I said, what? Skirt? What? I threw up in my mouth like, did you? 2 times over.
Have you
I was like,
seen
what
my
is
baby?
I have not seen that ninja, and I don't know how. My brother told me he
Okay,
ran
so
into him.
niggas is lying
So
on
niggas
their
is
sperm
lying
now.
on their sperm. This nigga been lying on me and his sperm, talking about when he was locked up with the homie that lived across the street. You know, when he was locked up with him, he gonna tell him that what did he tell him that I slept with him? I didn't even sleep with him. I wasn't even his.
Girl, I've been lying on the same.
I'm like,
situation.
what? And then now I was like, I said, we're old now. I was like, he's lying, saying that I had a baby with him. I'm like, bro, you know me better than that. I was like, I threw up in my like 10 times over. I was like, why are you even bringing
You
this
stopped
nigga's
dealing with
name
him
up?
before you was
I
how
was
old?
like, exactly. I
How
was
old
like,
were you the
bro.
last time you dealt with him?
Oh, since the last time I told. But yeah, years ago, years since I was a teen, I'm like,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying, teenage years.
And then like he was asking my brother, I'm like, I don't know what I was like. I said all these years and you believe him lying. I said, you know, he jealous of you.
Is that
like,
what he came
y'all
over
was
for?
friends. Y'all was friends.
Is
no,
that what he came over for?
I don't know if it was. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. If, like, did you really come over to like confirm this information or just to tell me Happy New Year? Like, what? Because you already know that like how I feel about this person.
Felt insulted.
I like that's how I'm like just like bro, like wait, what?
Nigga, you ain't came over in years.
And years. And I was like, wait.
And then
I
you
was like,
stop by and you asked me about another nigga.
It don't even in there. I can't lie about this dumb ratchet shit that happens. I be living trying to live peaceful, quietly. Then he's like talking about like, like mentioning him. And I was like, bro, he's always been lying. Like he's always been jealous of you. Like, come on now. Like, why would you even believe anything he has to say? And I was like, so you believe in this dude still after how many years? I was like, so what you coming over to confirm this information? He's like, nah, but I'm just like, okay. And then I was just
something
like,
has to change.
yeah, and I was just like, man, like, why? But for me, I'm like, you know the history. Like, this guy was all this stuff. Did I ever tell you about the time that he brought drugs in my house? Yo, and I'm like, and you serving drugs on my block? I have to finito that shit, my nigga. Yeah, he brought, and it ain't no marijuana neither. He brought some hardcore drugs up in my house and served somebody on my block. I have to shut that down. I'm like, nigga, my next door neighbor is a DEA agent. What are you doing? Don't ever disrespect me and violate me like that. Like, what are you doing? I'll flush that shit down the motherfucking toilet. I don't care how much money this is. And that's when the hood and gangster came out in me. I was a square for that nigga that day.
I could tell
We
you
fought.
square.
My neighbor came out, like it was a mess. And then everyone's like, oh, you want? I'm like, nah, I'm not even about that. But nigga, no, like, don't do that. You're not about to come serving people. Like, nah, I wasn't with that. Like, so yeah. So I felt insulted. That's why I feel like, yo, like, come on, bro. Like, you already know what it is.
So he
like,
came all the way over.
I don't know. But the fact that he mentioned, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that you mentioned and you're joking, and it's just like, bro, like, you know? But
like he ruined it.
Like,
well, talking about manifesting, there's somebody that I kind of fell off a little bit with. And you know who did I fall off recently with? You know.
Oh yeah. I remember it's coming back.
Yeah. So we kind of, we started, talking a little bit again. So, but it was just interesting how that kind of took place. So speaking of manifesting, motherfuckers always kind of find their way back for one reason or another, but you know how that goes. Keep these niggas at a distance because, you know what I'm saying?
So that
first time around, they didn't do right.
Everything that's manifested sometimes. It's like, it's a good manifestation that fucking happens.
I don't fucking know.
It's like,
I don't know.
I've been
manifesting. Don't mean the shit is good.
I know. That's what I'm just like, I'm conflicted about this.
Like, I wanted this nigga to call me. I really did. And then once he did, I was like, but is this the right move? Like,
speaking of,
I just spent like the last 3 weeks getting over this nigga boo-hooing and shit. Yeah, I mean,
like, and then you're just like,
as soon as I'm over it, then he finally like,
and you're like, I don't want it no more. I don't like it here. It's over. Bye.
I'm not fully there yet.
Oh, you still one foot in, one foot out.
You know how I be.
We'll keep manifesting that things between you guys will work out. Maybe some clarity between your relationship, because there's something there. I mean, we have this heart candle chakra lit in your heart, the heart one. So maybe you need to do some affirmations for clarity on your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, because it's something that's keeping you there. To where it's like,
I really feel like sometimes people come into your life.
You have a strong tie and pull to him.
Exactly. I mean? Sometimes people come into your life, and maybe the way that they come to your life is not how they're meant to continue to be in your life, right? So if you start maybe with a relationship, maybe that's not the best fit for their place in your life, right? Or maybe they just come in your life and they're just meant to be there for a quick moment to teach you things. This person in particular, I feel like taught me some things. This person taught me to kind of,
as long as
slow down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
at the same time, and like I said, it feels good to, like you said, it feels good to hear from this person, but then at the same time, it's like, damn, like I just got over your ass, like,
yeah.
And now you fucking calling me again,
creeping back in.
Like you make me want to say the same shit that I said the first time that made you start fucking talking to me, because now I'm just mad.
You
made me fucking get over you just so you can make the shit just fucking restart. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just like an emotional fucking game. And yeah, just, sometimes it be like that. And it's not cool.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. So we gotta manifest the rest of this good, the good shit.
Manifest good shit that's good for you.
Well, I've been manifesting.
You know what I mean? Like, these niggas that we don't need, bitch, don't manifest that this nigga come back.
I know.
Let him go. Manifest that you let him the fuck go. Like, manifest that, that bitch that did you dirty, let that bitch go. Like, manifest that shit. Don't manifest that they call.
Manifest the provider.
Because then you're going to be stuck in this situation. Where you manifested that they call, but you don't know if you really want to fucking talk.
So speaking of, I feel like I manifested. I've been trying to manifest like, oh, get bad, like provider, protector. And so a good guy hollered at me when I was looking busted and crusty, right? And I'm like, why y'all always gonna talk and like holler at females when we feel like we not looking at the part? Anyways,
because that's what they like. That's what they prefer. They prefer regular women in their day-to-day looking like, yeah, just like how we be looking, not trying too hard. They don't, you know what I mean? Girl, first time in 2 years was around, oh boy, no lashes. He didn't even notice. He didn't even notice. And I was so subconscious about, oh my God, I can't go nowhere with no lashes.
And he didn't,
he didn't even notice. So they like that look.
They don't be caring about them stretch marks. Listen, ladies, they don't care about them stretch marks, that little fat that hang over the fupa, the little thigh meat, the little back rolls, the little hamburger, the little rolls.
Look,
they don't care.
Quick question. But
I do. I don't
quick
like
question.
that shit on me, but
why does it seem like men, like, don't they like bigger chicks?
They like them thick
these days.
And the men that are very like chiseled and cut and like nice bodies, they don't be wanting a woman that be having 6-pack. They want a little something extra to grab on, rub on, whatnot. Still have yourself together and nicely presented together, nicely put together. Why did I say presented together? But yeah, I like it put together. But I say this to say, I've been trying.
I mean, plenty of niggas, like, I am not small, okay? I am thick. I may be short, and some people may consider my ass small, but I am not small by any means, right? And I get a lot of like guys that are like fit, that are like into me, and I be like,
because that's what they like.
I be like, you don't want me. I be like, you like big girls? You know what I mean? I be like clarifying with certain niggas when they hit me up. I'm like what you want?
I learned that.
They be like, yeah, I want all of it. Like, that's why I be like, oh, okay.
I'm like, how can you tell that I look cute? Like, I'm beautiful when I'm dolled up. Like, dang, you got more confidence to holler at me when I'm looking busted than I am looking all glam and dolled up. But
you know what? I think that has a lot to do with it. Now that you
like,
say
you're
that,
so insecure to like come talk to me when I got some lipstick on and some lashes. Like, bro,
that probably has a lot to do with it. Because like a bitch in like her baddest moment, dudes are okay. Look,
are you intimidated?
Like I just had somebody.
Flex your masculine energy.
Because a lot of men are not confident.
Energy.
You trying, bitch, but look, a lot of men are not fucking confident. That's not just naturally embedded in these niggas.
So do you think that's why? Listen, do you think? Okay, so
then I just had somebody hit me up in my DMs asking me how to speak to women, how to approach women when they're around their friends.
And what did you tell them?
I told them the first thing was to be himself.
Most definitely.
And to not let that us women kind of see, like when you put on a front, like when you put on like this fake show, like we see through that shit. Like we clearly see through that shit. So the best thing is to just like be yourself. You know what I mean? Let that lead. Don't let your money lead unless you want the female that you trying to, the female of interest to be interested in your money. Don't lead with your money. But I also told him like if she's around her friends and you're trying to get her attention, then you should get her friends on your side.
Most definitely.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Compliment her friends, make her friends feel special.
We're gonna hype you up like, yeah, girl, he got
exactly. If you want her friends,
take a gamble on that, drop in that stock, girl, and then you don't get no return on your investment.
You give the whole group some attention. You give the whole group of females some attention, but then you zone in on her and you make her feel special. That's how you get at a female who's with her friends. You got to get her friends on board. Like, right, if you're at like a club, right? You send them, you know what I mean? Send the whole group of women a shot. And that's not leading with your money, okay? Because any bitch can afford a fucking shot. But it's the effort, it's the masculinity behind like being like, yeah, bitch, I just bought all you bitches drinks. You know what I mean? Like that like entices a woman. It really like it gets the bitches juices flowing. Like, and it's
And if
not
you don't
about
like
the
word
money.
bitches, then queens.
Queens, yes, queens too. All of us females, okay? That it does it. And like I said, it's not about the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want people to confuse that with the idea of leading with your money. No, you're leading with your money when you tell a bitch like, oh, like I want to take you on a cruise and I want to fly you across the world and I want to do this and that. No, don't even go there. Don't nobody want to hear none of that. When you when you first meet a woman, just be real and be honest. Don't even talk about your money. Don't even talk about what you have. I hate it like on social media when dudes take pictures with like money or when they take a picture with their car. Girl, block.
Hold it to their ear.
No, denied. Nothing. Don't
Why
want
you be
nothing.
thinking scammer?
No, I just be thinking like you intentionally posted a picture with your homie's car to make you look like you doing something big, and that's just not interesting to me.
So is it leading with your money when you meet up with a man the first time and they give you money? Is it? Or could it be a manifestation?
Is it? That is
saying that I'm
is it leading like, with it? Shut the fuck up. Is it leading with your money if you meet with a woman?
Because that doesn't mean that they're rich.
Give her money. If you give a woman money right when you first meet her, now maybe.
Or is it a red flag?
What kind of money is he giving you?
It ain't $9 million.
But what is he giving you, and what is the justification behind what he's giving you? Is he like, oh, I just met you, bitch, so here's your rent? Or is he like, oh, I just met you, so like here's like money for lunch? Right? So that's
if it's like
I think that's thoughtful.
I think that's thoughtful
because that's something.
Mom, here's $200. Here's something.
$200 on the first meeting.
Yeah.
$200 on the first meeting.
Like, oh, here's something for your kid. Like, here's a gift. Like, yeah.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me clarify. $200 on the first time you meet this person.
Like the second time. Like
the second.
They get at you the first time. They're like, oh, I want to meet up with you. See you. So you see them again, and then they give you money. And yeah.
Okay. So what do I think? I think that is the person on the receiving end. I think that would naturally make you want to go have another meeting.
You're so annoying. So annoying. Let me take in this heart chakra right now. This heart chakra candle, because I cannot. I would have baby counted on right now. What have you? Baby. You know what? That's gonna end the episode of Talk Black Unfiltered. And here's Talk Be Okay Unfiltered. Thank you for listening to us tonight. We love you. Be sure that you subscribe. Follow us on all streaming platforms. Be sure that you text us. Follow us on all streaming. Subscribe. Follow. Tell your friends. Yes. Don't share the sauce. Okay, love, peace, and good morning, good night, or wherever
wherever the fuck you are.
Signing off. Miss Fineapple Kouassi
and Mrs. Cakes.
We out.